Hello there, welcome back to my Mother 1 / EarthBound Beginnings playthrough. I know how I said in the last part I couldn't find the walkthrough on starman.net, but over the years, like ever since like 2017, I was really preparing like a real in-depth walkthrough of this game. I eventually bailed on it because it didn't come out the way I wanted to. I just felt like it was sort of like a fool's errand and I should do something like a little bit more casual. A little bit more of this style than like what my old style and old channels was, which was more like an in-depth walkthrough of things. I just didn't really think it was necessary. I feel like I was wasting my time. But I say that to say this: I still have the notes, all those notes for that walkthrough, and I can still use them to like talk about various things here, like even the stats of every single enemy. And I level up there. So like Rat, 10 HP, 5 speed, 4 offense, 8 defense, 6 fight, 7 force, 3 strength, 3 wisdom, 3 XP that you get 2 money for winning. But every time you win money, it goes to your father's account. I have to ask him. But do I have to ask him? No, I have to withdraw from it goes to my bank account. I have to withdraw from that. I gotta get the cash card. So I mean, it's not like we have to buy anything yet, but yeah. Anyways, level 3 now. Smash attack. And I think, man, this is gonna be a lot of stuff I'm wrong about in this game. I just know it, cause I get it confused so much. For a while, I thought you got smash attacks based on how much faster you were than the other. I was really about to say the other Pokemon, but no, I'm just thinking of Gen 1 Pokemon. Like you get critical hits based on how fast you are. But I think smash attack's calculated by something else. But yeah, the PSI that I'm waiting for, and you get it around level 3 or 4, is Life Up Alpha. Which is nice. You can use that on yourself to get a moderate amount of HP restored. It's fine in the early game, and I forget how much PP it takes up, but yeah. Some stuff from the last part maybe I should have mentioned then is that I really hate that this game outside of Japan is called EarthBound Beginnings officially instead of just Mother 1 or EarthBound 0. Those are way better names. EarthBound Beginnings sounded so limp dick. But I didn't know that it was called that officially until like earlier this year. I called it Mother 1 my whole life, so I'm gonna keep with that. And I guess from some other trivia that gets continued to be told by Mother fans to people who really aren't into the series, that for the longest time you could only play this game with an emulator and pirated cartridges, or the Mother 1+2 fan translation, because originally the translation for this game was made, because the Japanese game was released on the Famicom, like any other game back in the 80s. But they translated it and then like ditched it, even though they finished the translation. They didn't like feel like making a bunch of copies and selling it because they didn't think they would make their money back from the production, like the production costs. So they made one cartridge of the English translation. They auctioned it off for like $10,000. One guy bought it, dumped into a ROM, and then everyone, is played it on the emulator. And that's why now I learned Life Up Alpha. You don't learn like the PSI is not tied to a level. It's not like a Pokemon game or some other RPG where, at level 4 you learn this move, and at this level you learn this move. It's more like this is a vibes based game. It's like, you're level 3, 4, I'm catching the vibe that you deserve this. You may not be level 4 yet, but I'm gonna give you this because I've gotten it at level 3, I've gotten it at level 4. I've gotten PSI that you're supposed to get, that you would think you would get like a level 9 and get a little earlier, maybe at level 7, maybe a little later, level 11. You usually get it around the same range all the time, but it's never exactly the same time. But anyways, I'm just grinding to level 4. But yeah, like I was saying, you just play on the emulator for the longest time. Maybe you idiotically buy a pirated cartridge of the game off like eBay or Amazon. But it wasn't until the Wii U where you could actually buy the game officially, and that's when I guess it was like 2014 when they gave it the name EarthBound Beginnings. And now with I'm playing it, as you might have seen in the first part. Again, the first part, I'm playing on the NES little service they got on the Switch. I'm playing Mother on the Switch. It's like they have like the NES, the SNES, the Game Boy Advance. I think there might be on, was there N64 one? And it's funny how like all of those services are just complete fucking ass. They're not. There's like each of those little game services that you pay like the yearly Nintendo subscription for. They each have like one, maybe 2 games that you would really want to play. Like on the NES, they have this game and like the original Mario Brothers 3. And it's like, I don't know. People love Mario 3. I'm not really a big fan, and I think the GBA version is way better, both like just graphically and sound wise. It's just better. So there's like 2 games on NES. I really can't think of any other ones I really want to play. There's probably some great like ones, and I guess the whole point of it is to play some great hidden gems. But fuck that. Mainstream only when it comes to this shit. Then like on the SNES, there's EarthBound and Donkey Kong. I think there's got Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3, which is great. They don't have Super Mario World, I don't think. Maybe they do. They have one and maybe not the other. And now we level up one more time. And it said we learned a new PSI power. But earlier in this part, we learned it already. I don't know what that is. I think later on I find out I learned a PSI power, but it's not in that menu. I can only see it in the battle. So I have Life Up Alpha and something else. You don't learn the same thing twice. For the longest time, I thought I learned Life Up Alpha twice in various playthroughs. Because like I don't see it in the menu. I just learned the same thing twice. But nah, it is a different PSI. And we'll see it. I'll realize that later. And whenever doing post commentary, you'll see this also with Pokemon Crystal Dust, which is coming out later today. I always forget what I did in these playthroughs. I also forget the lessons I learned in these playthroughs because I record the footage way before I record the commentary. So, anyways, Minnie here, our sister, she will be sort of our storage as we're going out adventuring. You come back. You leave her the basement key. We'll never need to use that ever again. The basement it's locked for the rest of the game. You can't even use the basement key on it. You can't go back down there. Why would you want to go back down? I mean, there's nothing there besides rats. But yeah, so from here, we can head on south and go into town. But there's going to be a lot of fierce battles between here and the town. So fairy tales and lucky charms, and I believe in promises spoken as I cross your. Oh, okay, we're done here. Okay, Wally, the enemy that's the scariest one. This is why I grinded, because the enemies like Wally. Let's see. Wally, he has a short temper, so be careful. I would say don't fight him unless you're level 4. He has 20 HP, he has 8 offense, 12 defense, 6 fight, 4 force, 2 speed, 1 strength, 1 wisdom. He gives you 5 experience for beating him, and he gives you $20 for also beating him. I don't know why I said it like that. But yeah. He's a freaking hippie, he got his own little theme song. Hippie be bad, he gets smashed, he dies in almost one hit, and then he smashes back, but I ate that shit, took it right on the chin, and we win. Hippie gives us 6 experience, I guess. And you know, honestly, Wally and the Hippie, their stats might not be that different, The thing is that Wally has a higher chance of hitting smash attacks. And I'm trying to find my notes on. And you might, hey Mario, oh, you don't know my name. Hey Shadow, you should Damn, I said my fucking name. I might have to go back and bleep that. Cause I don't want to reveal my identity until I hit a certain point of followers, which is probably a very far ways away. Damn it. But anyways, what I was gonna say though is you might be complaining that I want you more prepared or whatever. It's like the point of this is not really to be a walkthrough. The point of this is like, you know, have a good time, have fun. So I'm not really uptight about this, you know. That's the whole point of this channel. It's just, you know, having a good time, saying some jokes, having some fun. Anyway, Stray Dog here. He's pretty powerful, but he's not as scary because I think you're more likely to hit a smash on him than he is on us. But I'm trying to find my notes where what calculates a smash attack. And I really wish my HDMI port was working on my computer so I can have two monitors right now, or a simulated two monitor setup. Alright, so the fight stat. Oh, we're walking. Oh, we have it. See, this is one of those times where it takes a bunch of steps to actually get. This is a place where you can actually get an enemy. But for some reason, the random number generated had a high number that it generated, and we didn't get anything there. Very surprising. There are items in this game that function sort of like a repel in Pokemon, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So it is the fight stat that determines how often you do smash attacks and how often they occur against you. As your fight goes up, your chance of dodging any attack goes up, and the enemy's chance of dodging also goes up. The higher their fight stat is. The thing about smash attacks, they're not critical hits. They don't do double damage. Smash attacks ignore the defense stat of the opponent. So you might encounter something like a wall that doesn't have that much HP but has a high fight stat. It is going to dodge. It has a tendency to dodge your attacks and hit smash attacks on you, which are devastating, seeing that you don't have much HP. And I guess you don't have really much of a defense stat yet either, but a couple of smash attacks in a row, it's going to be a one-hit kill, a two-hit kill, if you're lucky. So yeah, that's that on that. In terms of the speed, it's just who goes first. In all these notes, they're originally from the Starman.net walkthrough. It's just that I can't find the walkthrough itself, but I compiled it on a Google Doc a while back. Wisdom increases the chance of hitting, getting status elements. Shrink, it decreases the chance of getting hit by status elements. Strength decreases the chance of getting hit by status elements, like getting poison, paralysis, getting hit by darkness, which is a thing later on. It also shows, strength is indicative of how much HP you're gonna get on the next level up. So if you did the calculation is, which I got from Fabi.net, is 20 plus 2 times your strength stat. That's going to be the total HP that you're going to have on your next level. So right now, if your strength stat is like 12, 2 times 12, 24 plus 20 is 44. So your total HP next level is going to be 44. I don't know what my defense stat is right now, but that's if you care about finding out how much your HP you're going to have next level. But I'm just saying, it's just a nice thing to know. Force is another stat that it decreases your chance of being puzzled, confused, or hypnotized. Anyways, I think we're going to talk more about stats in the next part as we get closer to town and we continue fighting our way there. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.